Okay, welcome to ETN News. We're looking at the earthquakes, and then we got a few more things to talk about. Alright, these earthquakes. We got a couple on Mauna Loa. This is all small activity. We only got one 2.5 or greater, and it's 4.0 south of Pahala, 20.0 miles deep. This Helena slump fault system, we still got activity on it, coming out around the shelf. And we still have an eruption down here on the Kilauea East Rift Zone. Going down through here. Still erupting. Looks like a crack to me though. But, never know. Alright, now we're looking at Alaska. We've only got one 3.9 up that way. Now yesterday, I showed the earthquakes, and I forgot to show the earthquake over here. It was a 5.4 Adak, Alaska. Now, I assume that it's connected to the volcanoes over here. Subscribers wanting to know if it's connected to a larger quake. It could be that it's possible. We could see a large quake up here because of all the pressure going on where it's pushing against the plates, the Pacific plate, pushing it, North America against it, and it's pushing up toward Alaska too. Here's the earthquakes down this way, and we got this one here. It was I think a 2.9. Let me see if I can click on it. 2.9. Southeast of Desert area. It's Washington, 5.0 miles deep. And we had a couple more quakes after I did my update out here on the Cascadia. That's just more showing that large quake's still moving around the plate. And all these here are small activity, except for one. And let me click on it so we can point it out. Well, two, actually. This one here is a 3.4 south of White City, New Mexico, 3.6 miles deep. 2.6 west-northwest of Stanton, Texas, 4.2 miles deep. So we don't have much going on up here. In North America. Which we know we got a large quake coming too, and that may have something to do with it. I don't know. Because we got a lot of small activity. It's just scattered out. Got more activity trying to come down to San Andreas fault. More all the time. So it looks like the San Andreas may be moving soon. And this quake here, we'll look at that at the location here in a moment. Alright, Canada. Not showing too much, just showing what the USGS is showing. There's where our 2.9 is located. Washington. Alright, we got this quake up here. It's 5.0, Greenland Sea, 6.2 miles deep. And see how deep these are. 6.2 miles, 4.8, 4.3, and 4.8. We got some bad spots through here. I don't know why anything ain't occurring through that area. There's two 5.0s and a 5.4. We have a tsunami station down here that's broke loose around Peru, and it's way out into the ocean. It's come off its cables. They're anchored to the ocean floor. But anyway, let's go check something else out here. Here's our quakes in Washington. And out in the desert. Okay, let's go look on the Google Maps and see what's down here, because it won't let you get too close. But you can see what some aftershocks we are having from a 2.9. That's a lot of aftershocks. Now let's go over here to Washington. And we should be located about right here in this area. Alright, right here. Here's where we're located. Here's Columbia River. And right here is where we're getting the earthquakes. I don't see how there could be any water or anything in this area. It only goes so far up. And then it turns to nothing. But that's where we're having our earthquakes. And this here is squared off. Not a complete square, but it's squared off. Now, I don't know if that's a road or what, because it's up here too. But now up here's a road that goes around through here, a couple little roads. But right here is where we're having our earthquake activity, and you can see what it looks like down this way. Like I said, I don't really see no water in there. It's just dried. That's where we're getting our earthquake activity. Now, another thing. Let's go look at the event map. Let me show you something. Alright, this is the event map, emergency map, to let you know exactly what's going on. And we're looking at North America. I see some kind of, what is this in Alaska? Tsunami. That won't come down far enough for me to see it. Hydrological tsunami. 45 miles northeast of Homer, Alaska. Okay, that was, let's see when that was. 9/22. Alright, let's go on down here. No, that one's a hiker is injured by a bear attack. The Glacier National Park. And then we move on down to this one. Check this one out. Giant sinkholes in South Dakota neighborhood makes families fear for their safety. Well, I would say if you had giant sinkholes trying to swallow houses and stuff. And that is in a South Dakota neighborhood. I'll show you where that's located here in a moment. Let's look at a couple more, see what else is going on around here. Okay, 2 dead, 3 hurt after a shooting in downtown Minneapolis. And Kentucky sheriff arrested in fatal shooting of district judge inside of a courthouse. All right, inside of the courthouse. It's getting bad. I guess they're the only ones that's allowed to with weapons in there. Okay, 4 killed, dozens injured in Alabama mass shooting. Man, 27 killed in explosion. Looks like New Hampshire Mulch Company. Well, they got a lot going on. Scattered out. See what this one is. Trying to hurry through this as quick as possible. Gas leak in Raleigh. It reopens after the crash. 4 killed, dozens injured in Alabama mass shooting. And then 4 killed and 20 injured in shooting in Birmingham, Alabama. Pipeline explosion near Houston erupts in a towering flame, forcing evacuations. Okay, dozens killed or missing as cartel war rages in Mexico. Alright, now this one right here, let's go over here to California and see what's going on over here. LA restaurant temporarily closed because of outbreak of illness. Epidemic hazard. Wonder where that's located. Let's see where that one is added. It's north of Los Angeles. Okay, River Oak Shopping Center. It's right over from this restaurant, and you can see it's right beside the road. Well, it gives it, there's the River Oak Shopping Center and Desert Private Academy. That way you'll know about where it's at, so you might not want to stop there and grab a bite to eat if you're over that way. Now let's go over here and look where we got those sinkholes. Alright, Black Hawk. That's where we're located. And let me see where we're at here. It's hard to spot this out. About got lost. Yeah, right here is where we're at. Even the house don't even have a number on it. But down here's the houses: 6,600, 5,129, 5,109, 5,089. Over here on this side, 6,705, 6,685. This one here don't even have a number. Don't matter if you zoom in, back up. I've tried when I tracked it down to see where it was located. But you can see how many homes are in this community. And we have huge sinkholes coming up in there. Like I said, that one was it just says South Dakota neighborhood in there, but you can see Rapids. Let me see where we at. I might be in the wrong place here. Yeah, this is for another one. Another thing I was looking at. Yeah, Rapid City. That's where, it's about where it's located. Alright, we looked at that one. Now over here on the anomalies, you can see where the anomalies are in the last 24 hours. Coming down, we have 5 anomalies. And here's our eruption still going on in Hawaii on the East Rift Zone. It's showing a big spot, but when I'm checking things and everything, it looks like a crack, and it's following right along these volcanoes. It may go right off the end. It's still erupting. Yeah, just remember Black Hawk is where we're having the sinkholes in South Dakota. Now look at these storms going on. We got this one over here, 70% chance in 7 days. Africa. And then, coming this way. Then we got this one, 90% chance in 7 days. So it looks like this one's going to form. Right here's Guatemala. And it's coming right up through here and most likely right into Florida. Maybe Georgia. Then we got another one, 40 mile per hour. Oh, it's got my name on that one. Hopefully it's not destructive. 30% chance in 7 days on this one. 60% chance in 7 days on this one. 15 mile per hour low chance in 24 hours. Got 2 over here. Low chance, medium chance in 24 hours. And look how this storm is coming up through here, the storms, and into Alaska. We got them coming down our way a little bit, but mostly up north into Canada. This is a lot of storms. We got to watch this. 90% chance in 7 days. And you can see right where it's projected to go. They're right up toward Alabama and Georgia and Florida. By the time it gets in open waters, it may turn around to Florida. But we can expect something out of this. 90% chance, that's a big chance. So if you're around the coast, you need to look at ways to start getting prepared now instead of waiting until it's done hit. Alright, just be watching for that large earthquake. 7 plus is what we're looking for in the next few days. I think it's like down to 3 days now. Was 3 to 5. I think it's been 2, maybe 3. But the next couple of days for sure, we got to watch for that 7 plus earthquake. See where it pops up at around the ring of fire. But when we see it building on this side. And what I mean by saying that I can't see nothing on this side is the Go 16 Live satellite will only let me look over here on this side. And this is the only place I can try to get deeper and scan to see where the heat's coming up. When you get it pushing on something, you can see friction from it. And the heat starts to rise up in spots. And you start to watch it pop up in little spots all down the coast. This side's under pressure. But we never know if this side is under more pressure, which side is going to give first. Pacific plate, it's moving. Bottom of it's twisting upward toward Australia. The top of it's leaning toward North America, plus going northwest at the same time. And then North America, it's going up northwest in an angle. And these are moving apart from Mid-Atlantic Ridge. So this part here is moving this way. So this will be crushing into this because the Pacific plate, North America and all of them is moving this way. A little bit up in the angle, but they're still pushing against each other. And as you can see, these are moving apart in the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. That goes that way, this goes this way, right down this ridge. Well, if this is going this way, and this is going this way, the Pacific plate, we're going to get a lot of damage from this. And, the plates are starting to move. The continents are starting to move. Even through North America, we're starting to show signs of land starting to split into spots that we're supposed to before we start separating on the continents. Things like that. So we're going to have to watch close. We don't know when the next slip will be. And over here on the Cascadia, it moves. It's like watching your fingernail grow or your toenail grow. That's how slow it moves, but it builds up and it pushes up against another big boulder rock. That's, hundreds of feet thick or something, and either this side will release pressure, or this side will bust and cause a large quake. So that's what we look for. The main thing is as we see it building and we know it's coming. So we just got to watch if we live on the main ring of fire or a main fault coming over toward the east or down through California, the ones that host the biggest earthquakes. Okay, I'll see you next time. Everybody stay safe, and we'll be watching.